Hey y'all, Maria Com here again, they, them, theirs, and thanks for being here to listen to me ramble about stuff. So it's gonna be a short one today. It's really hot outside again. I don't have a lot to talk about today, just today. Work was pretty stressful today. It's a whole thing. I can't imagine how stressed my boss is. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like, it was. I felt like tangential stress, and my boss definitely had it worse. So I'm sure I will hear all about it shortly. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It's gonna be interesting. So today I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the fact that I am not aware of a lot of non-binary characters in pop culture or in just like media in general. Please do let me know in the comments of non-binary characters you are aware of that I don't mention, because I only know of a couple. Like, for example, I know that there are quite a few. When I say quite a few, that's maybe a little strong, but I know that there are non-binary characters in Steven Universe. I have not watched Steven Universe, so I don't have a lot of, like, experience in which characters. I believe there are a couple of fusions that are non-binary, and or at least one fusion that's non-binary, which is like Steven and I think their name is Connie is the other person. So Stevani is, I think, what they're called. I haven't watched the show. I've seen clips of things, whatever. My understanding is also that all of the gems are non-binary. I don't know that much about the show, so I haven't watched it. I don't know a ton about it. This is just my understanding. I knew people who watched it when it was airing, so, like, that's my understanding from what I've heard from them. But the main one I want to talk about is Chaos from the Hades games. I talked about the Hades games a little bit during Pride Month, and I want to talk about them a little bit more, mostly to just talk about Chaos, because I think Chaos is a really, really good example of a non-binary character in popular media. If you think the Hades games are popular, I do. And I like them a lot. So Chaos is non-binary and very clearly non-binary. And when I say that, I mean, like, all of the other characters in the game refer to Chaos with they, them pronouns, with either non-gendered terms or with, like, multiple gendered terms. So, for example, Chaos is, like, the parent of a lot of characters, and sort of, like, the creator of most things in the game, in, like, that universe, basically. Chaos is, like, the progenitor of a lot of things in that universe. So, some characters will call Chaos just like their parent, or a parent, or a creator, or something like that, and some characters will say, like, my mother and father when talking about Chaos. So, just kind of like a combination of gendered terms to be more all-encompassing, sort of. And Chaos has a sort of androgynous voice and an androgynous look. Now, this isn't to say that in order to be non-binary, you have to look a certain way or sound a certain way or anything like that. You can be femme-presenting or masculine-presenting and still be non-binary. You can be androgynous and still be non-binary. But androgyny is not a requirement for being non-binary. I do think it is helpful visually in games, movies, TV shows, whatever. It can be very helpful visually, in that sense. And then also having, if there is, like, voice acting, for example, having a sort of androgynous voice is helpful to denote a character as non-binary without having to, like, go into detail about saying, hey, by the way, this character is non-binary. I really much prefer I much prefer queer representation where it is not like, here is the focus of this thing, they're queer. I like representation where it's just a part of the flow of the story. And so, like, yeah, chaos is non-binary, and that is made clear through dialogue. It is made clear in the way they look. It is made clear in the pronouns folks use to describe them. All of that. And I prefer that as opposed to, like, it's not like anyone in the game is like, oh, yeah, by the way, since chaos is this, like, primordial being, we are all gonna talk about chaos as non-binary, just so y'all know. Chaos doesn't have a gender, everybody. It's not like that. It's just that characters just refer to chaos with they, them pronouns. It's just that sort of thing. And I will include a picture of chaos here. Hopefully I remember to do that while I'm editing. And so this is from the first game, and this one is from the second game. Hooray, chaos is cool. I don't know, I just think I like chaos a lot. I can't believe that I continue to forget chaos when I think of non-binary characters, but hey, here I am, I forget. I think part of it is just that, like, chaos is, a side character in the game, not one of the characters you encounter all the time, and that sort of thing. You might never encounter chaos in a specific run of the games if you choose not to. So, it's, it's a thing. Chaos is, like, the big one that I can think of right now that is a very clearly non-binary character in recent popular media that I think the creators of that media did a really good job with. I'm sure other ones exist that I am just unaware of. And like I said, Steven Universe, I know that there are non-binary characters in there. I just don't know enough about Steven Universe to be very specific about that. And I am fairly certain Has Been Hotel does not have any not any canon non-binary characters, at least at this point in time. There's more to come, so maybe that will change. And I haven't seen Hell of a Boss, so I can't tell you anything about that one, but that's another one where I would, like, expect to see a non-binary character if it exists in that universe. I don't know, I haven't seen that one, so yeah. And then I mentioned in a couple of recent, or at least one recent video, that I have been working on some fiction. It's very, like, not anywhere near ready to be published or anything like that. Most of it is in my head right now. I haven't written a lot of it down. But the main character of that I have been working on is non-binary, and it's another one of those things where, like, that would not be the focus of the story. The story is not about that character being non-binary. That character just is non-binary, and it would, like, be a part of their character, but that's not what the story's about. I haven't fleshed out a lot of the other, like, side characters in that one yet, so I don't really know if anyone else is non-binary, but I mean, I assume that will be a thing that happens, because why wouldn't it be? It's not like only one non-binary person would ever exist in a universe, so I just haven't fleshed out a bunch of the side characters in that yet, so who knows. But I was, because this was something I was, like, gonna talk about today, since I didn't say this at the top of this video, and I meant to, whoops, it is, non-binary awareness week, and I wanted to talk about that a little bit more. But since this is the thing I wanted to talk about today, I was kind of trying to think of, do I know of any other canon non-binary characters in popular culture or in media of some kind? And personally, I couldn't think of any other ones. I'm sure other ones exist, though, and I just can't remember. It's hard. I'm sure they do. Like, I feel like there have to be some in, like, superhero comics somewhere. There have to be some, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there aren't any. But if you are interested in engaging, please let me know in the comments if there are any other non-binary characters in popular media that you can think of. Because I'm struggling. But chaos is one that I think is cool. I'm going to include another picture here because I think chaos is cool. So, not in general. I don't think chaos in reality is cool. I think the character Chaos from the Hades games is cool. Oh, chaos scares me, and like the concept of chaos scares me in general. But anyway, this is a short one today because it's hot and I have other stuff to do this evening, so I don't have a lot of editing time. So, short one. Appreciate you listening. Appreciate any engagement if you do have ideas of other characters that you can think of. And I'm talking about canon, not head canons, but actual, like, literal in canon, these characters are non binary. So, do let me know in the comments if you can think of any. Appreciate you listening. I will do something a little better either tomorrow or Friday for non-binary awareness week because it's important and we got to do cool things and be proud about being non-binary and about non-binary people existing. We got to be proud about that. So I will do something better sometime in the next couple of days. Thanks for listening, and I will try and chat at you soon. Bye.